have any more questions.
See, this is why I'm single.
I love you.
I love you too, January. And my daughter, I must tell you this, please refrain from laughing because I couldn't stop laughing when I heard it. So I stopped doing films when she came into my life because I missed out on a lot of Renee's firsts as a mother. And I deeply thought it impacted her growing up years. I didn't want to miss out with Elisa, so I took a break. And that break was amazing because there isn't a thing about this little one that I have missed. Cut to, she grows up. She's got a very lovely vocabulary, very expressive. And she says to me, why do people take your pictures and your videos and all the time? And so I said, because you know, I'm kind of famous. Doing what? So I said, well, you know, I was Miss Universe. That was a long time ago. That's true, very true. I did create history. Yeah, that was also a long time ago. True. But I'm also an actress. Oh, I've never seen you shoot a movie. She had a point. And it is the most thankless job in the world to be a mother. But at the end of the day, I know that when she uses a big word and she expresses herself with ultimatum, for example, she's trying to say ultimatum, but never mind. I see that I achieved that, and for me, these are the little things, including all of my vocational achievements, that cumulatively form the success story of my life. It was any one thing, that's not who I am. There are people made like that, and God bless them because they're dedicated to it. For me, it's all these different chapters, and this one is a very big chapter in my life. So yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I know you're supposed to speak first, but hello everyone. Bye. You guys have taken your shots now outside? No? You guys, thank you very much for this very warm welcome and this very room full of affectionate women. I tell you, there is no greater award than to walk into a room and feel this vibe that you belong to every single person in the room, men and women alike. And to have an award here that is instituted by a man to celebrate a woman. I think we're living in the right times, in the most celebratory era ever possible. Karan, thank you so much for having me.
Sushmita Sen. Yay! Alright, my fan moment is over.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Because I'm going to make him sing later.
Wow.
You guys don't know he sings? Do you know he sings? Yeah. Because I know this from the flight we took last time together, and he's a man of his word. He said to me, I do this awards, you have to be a part of it, and you know, this is to inspire women. And then I got to know that he also sings, and that's part of the inspiration that he brings into a woman's life. I will have you share this moment later.
There was turbulence on that flight, she didn't hear right, but okay. So now, I remember back in 1994 when I was in school, and I heard that this Indian won the Miss Universe pageant, and I'm like, oh, and I saw her picture, and I'm like, I understand why she won. I mean, she's the most beautiful girl in the universe.
You looked at my picture and said, I understand why she won Miss Universe.
Totally, she was courageous.
Yeah, but Karan, okay, we'll come back to this, but no, that was the last thing that would tell you this girl can win Miss Universe. Like the last thing.
And then, over the years, I saw the inner beauty. I saw the IM Foundation. I saw the work that she does supporting other foundations. I saw the work that she does with women and children. I saw that she adopted children to make a family complete. I mean, what more can we ask for? So clearly, I saw the inner beauty, and that is the reason why we have, of course, here, Sushmita Sen, the woman of substance. Alright, everyone just wants to hear from you and not me, so Sushmita, please tell us about your journey as a woman.
Please take your time. Good evening. Please, what's the rush? I have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, of course, I'll tell you. The question you're asking is my journey as a woman. How's it been? Well, my journey period has been a very exciting and a very enlightening one. But I would not say it's been so, or define it as the journey of a woman, because if that were true, and I had not chosen to live my life not on the basis of a gender, I doubt I would have made the decisions or lived the life the one that I do. Because there are too many preconceived notions and ideologies attached to what it is to be a woman and to live the life of a woman. And it's enough for me to be a human being. And it's not to fight for equality, because so God help me, I have never stood up and said, we must fight for women equality, because then I'm accepting as a woman we're not equal. So we already have a problem there. Of course there are facts, and of course there are circumstances around us, there's a social conditioning which has to change. But that's a mindset. That's not how we're born. So what makes all of this journey so incredible is that while other people speak of their achievements in their vocational capacity, or the social causes they attach themselves to, or just the husband they married, or, you know, the universities their children go to. Great. But I kind of think my life's greatest achievement is that I understood that everything has a source from which the journey begins and the journey culminates. And that to me is I am. It is understanding that no matter what choices you make or the relationships you have with your work, with people, with friends, with colleagues, with your family, is second to first understanding who you are. And who is that person doing all of these things? Because if you don't know that person, you will always be dictated by everyone else. How to be a good girl, how to be a good wife, how to be the right CEO for a company, because you're a woman. Or just simply the choices that you need to make so that you are more acceptable. That's been my life's greatest achievement. And I brought Elisa here today, my younger daughter, because the elder one is busier than I am. and so the younger one's come with me because she said, I want to see you get an award and I want to stand on the stage with you when that happens. So I told her, I said, done, you have a deal. You can come with me, but to achieve an award, to achieve a place in the world where you deserve an award, you must know that feeling from within you. You must not come up as my daughter. I would like to come up on stage one day as your mother. And that would be a high. My journey, ladies and gentlemen, has been a fantastic one. I have known great highs and terrible lows. I have had the privilege of making brilliant mistakes. And I kid you not, what makes it so fantastic is the day I decided that, hey, I'm always going to make mistakes. It's part of being human. But I'm going to make new ones. I'm not going to repeat the old ones. Yeah, it's worked. It's worked. I'm not going to allow the concept of beauty and life be defined by someone else. Because God knows if you give them that freedom, they will define it for you. My grandfather, Papi Dadu, he would tell me that, you know, Titan, if you ever turn around, even to get your way manipulating it someday, you might end up saying, but what can I do about this? You know, I'm just a girl. Which, by the way, we know how to use this line so well sometimes. But he said, the problem with that sentence is, then don't complain when the world looks at you just as a girl. You've got to grow from a girl to a woman. And in his exact words, and I think if he was still here, he would be clapping the loudest because he taught me that situations are like a wall. And you take your knuckle to the wall, and your knuckle fears just the air that comes closer as you're about to connect. It fears it. But if you keep going, and you keep that consistent practice in place, there comes a day when the wall fears the knuckle. And in my life, that is the concept of I am. Is to say, I will live my life with dignity, but the conditionings won't apply. Will I have to pay a big price for it? Sure. My life is anything but normal. Every day there is a new question, there is a new situation. But let's be honest, as women, now I'm being gender specific, we are born with this innate ability to process life. Not just give birth or nurture alone, but to process it. Somewhere along the way, once the umbilical cord is cut, we kind of think that we've lost that ability. No, it's always there. Ask me, it's even there after menopause. Everything in life is possible. I believe that when you attach something to this I am, including this fabulous line here, woman, it kind of spells the basics of who you are. And it's a fantastic feeling to live that life as honestly as possible. And Karan, that is Elisa, and she's not very fond of the word adopted, not because she doesn't know the word, but yeah, she knows it. And she also tells you the opposite of adopted. Biological, very boring, everyone's born from the stomach, right? She's born from my heart. And boy, what a beauty she is. Thank you for coming, Elisa.
Sushmita, one last thing. What advice would you give our young women? How would you tell them to live their life on their own terms? Yes, how?
I should be publishing a book on this or something. Maybe I should actually, it's a cool idea. Yeah, no, but just got it. Thank you. Breaking inertia. That's what I would call it. It really is. There's no method to this madness. Each of our lives are as unique as our DNAs. For me to tell you how I did it is a waste of your time. Because your situations are different. Your life choices are different. Your conditioning is different than mine. But one thing that is true and common in all of us, I don't think I should use bad words, but when shit hits the roof, there's sometimes you have to express it like that, otherwise you don't get the feel of it. But when it comes to that, you got that, right? Yes. When it comes to that, I have not known a single woman, whether she belongs to the modern society as we know it, or coming from a rural backdrop, who has not stood up and created a hell of a storm. I have never seen it happen. I have seen an 85-year-old grandmother stand up. And that's who you really are. So, if you want to live your life on your own terms, fasten your seatbelts, take a deep breath, and have the ability to hold on to that breath for as long as you can. Because if you hold on to fear long enough, it turns to courage. It always turns to courage. And when it does, rejection turns to acceptance. The problem is we give up very quickly. The problem is we try a new face cream every day and say it's not working in a week. You have to be consistent. Everything in life is about consistency. So, whatever you choose to be a housewife, be the best housewife anybody can ever be. Because I tell you from my own experience, it is the hardest job in the world. And I have housewife, mother, father, a professional, an entrepreneur, and a person who belongs to other people as part of my job profile. And if I can compartmentalize all of it, and say, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do just this and do it well. It's incredible what you can achieve in your life. So yeah, by all means, actually that's a great thing. A lot of the times people wonder, you don't do movies.
I don't think I have any more questions.
See, this is why I'm single.
I love you.
I love you too, January. So are you going to sing now, or are you going to sing after giving me an award?
Are you really serious?
Yeah. No, I'm always very serious.
Alright, no camera, no recording, no laughing at me.
All of you, zoom in.
I do like Bollywood. When we go out partying in the nights, people are like, oh, you live in South Mumbai, you want to hear like the latest club music. And I'm like, no, I want Bollywood. People are like, I'm like, no, I like Bollywood. So there is this one song, which I really like, with Sushmita Sen. I'm going to try, okay?
Isn't he an excellent taste?
आजा ना छूले मेरी चुनरी सनम
डर के आगे जीत है और डर के आगे मैं अर्ज करने की कोशिश करता हूँ डर के आगे जीत है ये सुनिए करण गुप्ता का संगीत है Well done, I really sang it with a lot of heart.
कितने के दिल तोड़ेंगे आप? Okay, जी. Time for now giving Miss Sushmita Sen the most well-deserved Iron Woman of Substance Award.
Oh, but before that happens, have the other ladies' recipients received theirs already?
No, we're going to.
Oh, not yet, right? Well, congratulations to all of you.
Hi guys, this is Rakul and you're watching Viral Bollywood. Please subscribe.